the Vermont Pyro Boys, and this is the mini fountain comparison.
Alright, Pyros, so we've done some fun with small stuff kind of compilations, and tonight we're going to do just a whole bunch of little fountains for you. I kind of wanted to do this description part right outside in the moment, but it's drizzling rain right now, so we're going to go through everything inside. Fortunately, it's not raining so hard that we just can't go out. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do right now, and then we're going to go outside and light this stuff all up, alright? So, first thing we're going to do is a comparison of two different brands of Jack-in-the-Box. Most of you guys probably know what they are. It's a little fountain in the middle, and then it pops ground blooms out the top. These things are kind of touch and go. Sometimes the ground blooms do a good job spinning all around in the driveway, and sometimes they don't. So we're going to compare Sky Painter versus Dominator tonight. And then I'm going to set up a little table, and we're going to do next this little guy. I'm sure you guys have seen these things before. They have a lot of different names. This one's called Crackheads. I've lit some other ones off before with different names. And it's kind of a fountain, kind of a little crackling novelty firework. Sort of fits in between those areas, I guess. But it goes for a really long time. These things go for like 1.5 or 2 minutes of just non-stop crackling. So we're going to light one of those. After that, we've got a Sassy Sally from Boomer Fireworks. Quite similar to a Piccolo Pete, if any of you guys are familiar with those. For a little tube fountain that goes nice and quick. And then we've got the Silver Glitter Flower from Sky Bacon, which is another tiny little tube fountain. As you can see, it's very small. You know, it's probably only 3 inches tall, so that's going to be a cute little guy for fun. And then we've got this super tiny friendship fountain we're going to do after that, which is just one tube in a box. Should be pretty nice. Then after that, we're going to do a couple more comparisons. We've got a Junior Cuckoo from Sky Painter and a normal size Cuckoo from Supreme Fireworks. We're going to shoot those off. Not at the same time, but we're going to compare them one against another and find out if the bigger cuckoo really is that much bigger or not. And then for our little finale of the night, we got 2 cone fountains. We're going to also compare these. We've got the Crimson and Violet fountain from Cutting Edge right here, which we've shot a few of those before. They come packed in 6. So we've had these kicking around for a little while. And then we've got a slightly larger cone fountain, Mount Tall, from Sky Bacon, which still it's only like, you know, probably 5-6 inches tall. It doesn't weigh very much, and it doesn't have any kind of product description on it. So I'm not going to consider it anything more than a smaller fountain. As a matter of fact, we were keeping it in our little drawer of small fountains that we keep just to have stuff to go out and light when the weather's better. So we're going to box these all up and take them outside in the drizzle. And I'm going to set a little table up, probably in front of my big spruce tree, and we're going to see how they do. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Alright, Pyros, first we're going to do the Jack-in-the-Box from Sky Painter. Let's see how she does. And that looks like it. No popping out ground blooms. So, that was a little bit of a bummer. Next, let's try the Dominator Jack-in-the-Box. Here we go. Wow, I like the fountain better right off the bat. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, all right. Well, that's cool. That's a little bit more like what I expect from a nice little Jack-in-the-Box. Let's check our fountains out. We've got Crackheads going first. Like I said, this thing lasts a really long time. So, let's see how she does.
Speed it up already.
And there we go. The rest of it crackles down in the snow. Well, if that wasn't enough to let the neighbors know that I'm going to be making a little bit of noise out here, next let's try our Sassy Sally. This is another more noise, less light, but we're going to light it off just the same. Good morning, everybody. And that is it. Next, we've got our next little cylinder fountain, the silver and gold whatever from Sky Bacon. Oh, that's pretty. And poof. Oh, one little crackle at the end. All right, next up we've got our tiny, tiny little friendship fountain from the Kids Funny Backpack assortment. That's pretty. And pretty short. Okay, next up we're going to do our two cuckoos. Okay, so I'm going to light the Cuckoo Junior first. We're going to see if it actually lasts longer or less. So here's our Cuckoo Junior. All right, so next up we have our full-size cuckoo. Hold it over here so hopefully you can see it. Here we go with a regular-size cuckoo. Ready, Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fuse. Much better, huh? What'd you think, buddy?
Awesome!
All right, so we got one more comparison we're going to do before we go back inside. So first up we have the very small crimson and, I think it's crimson and violet flowers from Cutting Edge. Here we go. Yeah, it smells great, doesn't it? Definitely has very nice color. But very short. Okay, and lastly we have what I would call maybe a medium-sized cone. This is the Mount Tall, which really isn't that tall if you've ever seen something like the bigger cones, like the Silver Crackling Dragon or some of them other ones, but hopefully it's the biggest one because it's the biggest one of the night and it's the last one we've got. Let's see what she does. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up from Charlie Barley.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, we're going to clean this up and head inside and talk about what we thought. We'll see you there. All right, everybody. Well, despite the cold rain, it was still a really fun time getting outside and lighting up all those little fountains and comparing things against one another. I hope you enjoyed it too. You know, it's always nice to have a good supply of smaller items that you can just grab at a moment's notice and head out in the yard to light off without having to plan a bunch of stuff and have a location and all that. So, send me a note in the comment and let me know what you guys thought. Did you like something better than another on the video? What small items do you guys like lighting in your houses? Because it's always a good time when we get together and light up some pyro. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure and give me a thumbs up because it definitely helps share the channel with other people. And if you just found us, I hope you'd subscribe. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on the Vermont Pyro Boys. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.